I'm going to stop you right there, dude. Like, I can continue on the story right now, but you are digging your own grave. This behavior from men is why women cheat. Hi there. Welcome through to YouTube's newest iteration of another cis white male trying to tell other people how to live their lives and experience their relationships, much akin to Dr. Phil. Hey, look, I'm interested with interpersonal dynamics and I want to talk about people's relationships. Please feel free to grab your coffee, take a seat, and I guess let me know what you think. Yeah, just find out, I guess, a little bit more about people. So, without further ado, let's get straight into it. My name's Dennis, and I often find myself really enjoying the process of walking people through their relationship drama. Whether that be super saucy stuff or just, really just simple matters. I really enjoy it because I feel that life is all about relationships at the end of the day. I think that's where most people find their true enjoyment, not just by experiencing things, but by experiencing things with other people. The only issue is that relationships are fucking complicated. So here we find ourselves sitting in front of the camera talking about it, and I welcome you to submit some relationships for me to talk about. I will always go to my number one source for internet dialogue, Reddit. Proper credit will be given to the posters of the content. If I don't do that justice, please sue me. And let's try not to be too judgmental with these sort of things, but just give some solid advice that you would give to your best friend. So how did I do? Please, again, write down in the comment section below what you think of the situation and the advice I gave is good or dog shit. Hey, everyone's entitled to their opinion. And don't forget to click the subscribe button, click the notification button for when I drop something new. And I'm just doing it because I like it. Love you. Peace. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this raw and unfiltered, like every good teenage pregnancy story ever told. The author, firstly, is a Star Wars Freak 93. This is already going to be a good one. I'm laughing at my own joke, not at his name, but at the same time, his name kind of gives me nerd vibes, but let's see what happens. My girlfriend talks to her ex from a few years ago at work. Advice, please. He's a 29 male, she's a 30 female. Okay, so 30-year-old female. If I'm dating a girl who's in her 30s, you can expect her to have a couple of relationships under her belt. That's not anything derogatory. It's just life happens. And so they're bound to have relationships. How they deal with those relationships and how you interact with them is really important, I guess, for sustaining a long-term relationship. If ever I talk with a girl and they are negative against their ex, I could imagine that, they're probably going to be negative against me as well. So it's a bit of a landmark to see how the relationship would unfold in the first place. So top tip, ask them about ex-partners' relationships and how they talk about that, and the respect that they give them shows you the type of respect that you could earn or expect to receive in the relationship that you're in. So anyway, moving on. My girlfriend and I both work at the same place, and so does her ex. Okay, he's 48, long story. Women date older men, okay? And they were together like 4 years ago for almost 2 years. That's a decent sized relationship, 2 years, in my opinion. She left him since he treated her like garbage, and she even had a sort of traumatic feeling when she'd see him sometimes. He was overnight, so she'd only see him briefly. Okay, so he is a night worker, she's a day worker. I guess that kind of works. If not, I would definitely be looking to leave that relationship ASAP, or that relationship, that workplace anyway. But now the ex has moved to a second shift and he says hi to her like every day, and they even talk now sometimes, but only at work. She sees I kind of get jealous, but I'm not the type to tell her who she can and can't talk to. She's her own person. Yeah, but your actions speak otherwise. So I mean, guys, we think we're so fucking clever, but girls are so much more intuitive when it comes to feelings and emotions and those sort of things. So if you're holding something from her, she'll be able to tell. So you might be able to be like, yeah, okay, you can talk to him, you can do what you feel like, but then at the same time, you're feeling deep inside, like, how dare you talk to this guy? You treat you like garbage. Why do you want to talk to someone like that? Like, you can talk to me instead, or something like that. Like this level of insecurity. Or is she going to go back with this guy? Maybe there's some insecurity he has in relation to him being older, maybe he's more experienced, 29 male, you kind of sort it out. But if you still, I guess if you come from a traumatic background, you kind of have these inferiority complexes. So, yeah, I mean, just be honest with her, okay? That's what I'm getting at so far. All right, moving on. And she says she just wants to be nice and not have bad air hanging there. Well, she's pretty mature. Let's go on. Yesterday I worked the same shift as her and noticed he'd stop and talk to her for a few minutes. She notices and tells me there's nothing to worry about, that mainly he comes up about work-related stuff. But it kind of hit me yesterday night when we were both about to leave. Something happened in her personal life that kind of upset her, and usually she just likes to be left alone for a bit. So I left her alone, so I wouldn't annoy her as she didn't want to talk to anyone. But when we were about to leave, I saw her and her ex talking, and I guess he was talking why she was crying and all that. She told him the situation. They didn't see me. I saw it from a distance. It really hit me, and I just started getting all panicky and jealous, I guess. I'm going to stop you right there, dude. Like, I can continue on the story right now, but you are digging your own grave. This behavior from men is why women cheat. Straight up, like, as a guy, if I was in your position, I would not deserve to have a girlfriend. I'm sorry, straight up. You're 29 years old. You say, oh, you can be your own person, but you get jealous and you get shitty when she talks to other people. So you obviously don't want her to do things, but you say that she can. So you're not true to your own word. That's a massive red flag. And then, you say she wants to be left alone, but in my opinion, I don't think women want to be left alone. I think that they want to be held and comforted and, shown that it's going to be all right, So just find some way to crack that shell. Don't give her space. Women don't want space, at least not from a masculine figure. They want you to be in their business, supporting them, all right? You're meant to be the rock, the foundation, if you will. So if you're just leaving it alone, like, why does she have a boyfriend? She should just have like a fucking vibrator, essentially. Anyway, so this older guy, 48 years old, who she used to date, treated like garbage. Okay, whatever. People have that sort of, kink where they would just want to, get with the bad boy. And he obviously had some sort of positives because they were with each other for 2 years. So he knows her. He knows how she ticks. He takes up space. And he sees that she's empty, and he's like, hey, look, we were together for 2 years. Let me help you through this. He has been the true boyfriend that you are, and then you're hiding around from the corner. Interject yourself in the fucking conversation, dude. Go in there. Be like, babe, are you okay? Just say his name is Michael, this other guy. Just be like, hey, Michael, sorry to interrupt. What's going on, babe? You okay? Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like, talk to us. What's going on? And then, although this is like a tricky card to play, and I say card to play, but it's not like a technique, but it kind of can be, I guess. I don't know. Just hear me out and then you can make a decision. But like, if you include that other guy, just say his name's Mike or whatever, in this conversation, and you and Mike act as like a tag team to help her out, you can show her that you care, you can be on their side and involve yourself in the conversation, and she would feel comfortable with you. And if you are comfortable enough in the situation to include this other guy who's obviously being open and loving and that sort of stuff, he might step away from the situation because he feels awkward, which makes him seem like a bit of a beta bitch, or makes him seem like a inferior male, beta bitch, whatever. I can't believe I'm using red pill terminology, but this is what happens when you are a cis white male. You just use this sort of information. Fuck, I got bitten by something in my arm. It fucking hurts. You can include him in the conversation. and then you two can work at the problem together, and then anything positive that he has shines light on you, and then you just bring a loving, caring relationship which shines more light on you, and then he wouldn't be a factor in the relationship, but if you don't acknowledge the elephant in the room, and if you just like stand back, then you by default become someone who's not involved in the life when times are really tough, and this other guy does. So you might get booted to the side, dude, for a rebound. Anyway, let me get back to her. It really hit me, and I just started getting all panicky and jealous, I guess. One of our co-workers who works with her saw me, and we started talking, and he told me I have absolutely nothing to worry about, as the ex isn't interested in getting back with her. Okay, like, whatever. I told my girlfriend after, and she said sorry and told me the situation, hers and what they were saying, which means that she wants to include you, okay? So she still likes you. And she knows I don't like him for what he did to her in the past, and that I'm kind of jealous. But she also reassures me and loves me and chooses me, since she makes a point, who does she come home to every night? I guess you can go from there, but dude, like, the physicality of things and the emotional side of things are also two separate things, in my opinion. So, if you keep on taking a step back, those emotional draws, which his other guy have, is going to start drawing her back to his physical place as well. Just letting you know, that's how guys get girls to cheat, right? Essentially, they offer something that the current partner can't provide, and they just provide this solid bedrock of just emotional support, and then you just, like water, apply pressure, and eventually something breaks. I'm sorry, that's just how it works. Moving on. It just upsets me. Since days I'm not working, they probably talk too. Dude, poor guy. Anyway, she tells me he comes up to her almost every day to talk. Sometimes he brings me up and says I look like a nice guy. Okay, moving on. She told me a few days ago he said she should come to his department. I give her rides home and pick her up, since we don't work the same shift a lot of times. And she said to him who'd give her a ride home, and he said he would, and she told him her boyfriend, me, wouldn't like that. And the ex said he wasn't trying to hit on her or anything. No, because I don't know if he would, but that's what I would say if I was trying to hit on her. I have said in the past, whatever, I was chatting to a girl, and she was single when I first talked to her, and then the second time she turns out to have a boyfriend. Anyway, so in order to be like, well, fuck that guy, you can come with me instead, I said, well, the story was, let's grab a coffee. She says, my boyfriend, blah, 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 he wouldn't like it. And I said, well, hey, look, if you would like, bring your boyfriend along too, and we can all just have a catch up. I'm just, yeah. And I just put it like that. And she said, that's very nice. It never eventuated. But, again, there's, I guess, that situation where you insert yourself into an awkward situation with another person, another male or another female, just to show that, hey, look, there's a friendly compatibility here. You can play with other people, and that, it kind of sets you apart from other people. So if the boyfriend was super jealous and then he sees me, hey, look, I'm not jealous. Bring your boyfriend along. I don't give a fuck. We can just chat as normal adults. This won't be a romantic evening. This will just be a catch-up, a coffee, whatever. Anyway, that's a game you can play. A game you can play. Fuck. Relationships are crazy. Am I the only one that thinks like this? Surely not. It is a bit of a game sometimes. And sometimes you just have to play the cards that are given to you. Sometimes you're a better player than others, and sometimes you lose them. So, hey, know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to ante up. He's not, and the ex said he wasn't trying to hit on her or anything. I even tell her it seems that way when she was telling me this, and she still said she still doesn't like him like that and never will again. Like, she's getting a little bit frustrated, in my opinion. If someone starts saying you never will again, like she's trying to make it final, drop it. You just got to trust her. If you don't trust her, dump her, build up yourself, or go to a girl that you fully trust, that you have full control over. you know, because that's the only type of girl in your current state, which is you're going to be comfortable with, you know, where she doesn't have a driver's license and you have to drive her around to work, to the shops, to everywhere, you know, where she takes away your freedom, but, you know, by taking away your freedom, you're then able to guarantee her whereabouts at all times. Fucking men, honestly. But I'll admit, I'm pretty insecure with myself, I guess. Okay, a lot of guys come up to her and talk to her all the time at work and kind of flirt, even though they know she's in a relationship with me, because they smell you're a little bitch. So I always ask myself, what does she see in me, when probably better looking dudes who are funnier and better than me she could have. Dude, I mean, like, look at the conversation that you're having with yourself right now. Like, you are talking so mean to you. I think that a really good way that someone put things, I think it was Dr. Atia, the guy that's all about, you know, longevity and stuff. He said one time, if you did a thought experiment and if you had a best friend and you spoke to that best friend, or that best friend spoke to you the way that you speak to yourself, how long would you be friends with them? I think that's a really good test. So if you had a best friend and you were talking to him, oh man, fucking idiot, when, you know, you forget to turn or something like that. Oh, like, I'm so stupid. Imagine if he said, oh, you're so stupid. Like those sort of things. And he meant it all the time. Like, you'd fucking hate that guy. Now, realize the fact that that guy or that imaginary person isn't there. And that's how you talk to yourself. That's the self-relationship that you have. So, hey, she can get better looking guys. If you don't look good, right, if you don't think you look good, what can you do? Weights, image, nutrition. You know, get in the gym, start bulking yourself up, you know, buy good clothes, do some skincare products, you know, find out what works for you. Nutrition-wise, eat food that makes you feel healthy. Like, build up as much as you can. And once you reach like a certain limit that you don't think that you can get any better, you just got to shut the fuck up about it and just accept yourself for who you are. Like, it will, you know, who are funnier and better than me, you know, like, you know, being funny is definitely, in my opinion, a superpower. You know, who wouldn't want to laugh all the time and feel happy and those sort of things? You know, if guys go for what they see and girls go for what they hear and what they feel, if you're the type of guy that can make a girl laugh and be super happy all the time, you know, why wouldn't a girl go for you? You know, so I'm not the best with humor, so maybe the way that you can get funny is through life experience, and you just go do some shit, you know, just, you know, go outside your comfort zone and get challenged by things and just enjoy life. Anyway, but this X thing is really just causing me to have panic attacks and making me run through scenarios where I feel the X is like trying to make me a jealous douchebag that will piss her off and she'll get sick of me being jealous and leave me. And this is another part of, like, it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Every time you tell yourself this is what's going to happen, you're building up an image of who you would be in a scenario, and then because you fret about it, like, you start thinking about it, and the brain doesn't think in negatives or positives, it just starts building an image of itself. So you're basically manifesting a jealous douchebag for your girlfriend, and that's not ideal. I haven't read the book The Secret, but you are fulfilling everything that's going on in that text. I don't know. I don't want to tell her to stop talking to him because I'm not like that. And she even says that that's what she loves about me too, is that her last relationship they got insecure and told her not to talk to other guys. But again, I don't know what to do, if I should even do anything, any advice. Wow. So the only reason why you're not saying anything is because she says that that's what she loves about you. So you're kind of living a lie at the moment, which is a bit tough. If I was you, I would go see a psych and work through some issues and understand what's going on with, like, your fundamental relationships with your parents. Find out, you know, do you think that your mum gave you enough love and support? Do you think your dad gave you enough, you know, direction and you know, confidence to go out in the world? And if not, you know, work through that with a psychologist, trained professional. And then you realize that, you know, your life is now in your hands and you need to take full responsibility. You know, it will take discipline to get you there. And Dr. Peck in The Road Less Traveled, he always says that discipline comes from 4 areas: delaying gratification, acceptance of responsibility, dedication to truth and balance. So you're just trying to balance between what you want to do and what you should do, because otherwise it doesn't get fun. That's what you should do. You should go see a psychologist. In the meantime, you should keep doing what you're doing, dude, because if you were to change anything, you would lose the relationship, because it doesn't seem like you're a functioning person. I mean, everyone's got their issues, but like, you really do need to organize your shit, because you are digging yourself a grave. So yeah. What would you do about the boyfriend? Okay, let's make a practical list of what you could do. First and foremost, you need to start going up to this boyfriend or this ex-boyfriend and just making your presence known. Not going up and affronting, I'm the king of the castle. No, you just go up like, hey man, how you going? Look, it's your girlfriend, Emily. Hey Mike, look, Emily told me that you were really supportive, when she worked through, and like, I just want to say thanks. It was really nice of you to look out for her like that, and yeah, just want to say thank you, and just hold out your hand, shake his hand, mention something about work, and that's it. You leave. This establishes a presence in the workplace, and other guys will see you do that, and then they'll be like, what the fuck's going on over here? The guys start to grow some balls. Like, what the fuck's that about? They'll go ask Mike when you leave, and Mike said, he just said thank you for looking after his girlfriend. We had a chat the other day, blah, blah, blah. Go ask about that. That's it. What the fuck? Like, why would he do that? He's a little bitch. Oh man, blah. And then who knows? Undoubtedly, they'll start testing you again. But at the moment, you're being treated like a speed hump, and people are just going past you to go chat to your girlfriend in front of you, which is a sign of massive disrespect. So you need to start stepping up to the plate a little bit more. And part of me also feels that nothing really is related to what you can do with your girlfriend. I think it's more what you can do with yourself and with other people around you. So the other part is just, starting to take up space in her life. Start being there for her as a boyfriend. Don't leave that to the ex. Otherwise, the ex will become the current boyfriend, and you'll be the ex, because she'll end up cheating on you. Because he's there, he's providing support, he's doing something that you're meant to be doing. Like, you'll notice that when you came up and spoke to her about, like, you saw this happening, like, she told you the truth. Oh, this is what happened. If she wanted to be left alone with those sort of issues, then she wouldn't have told you that. She just wanted to, just leave it. She wants you to be, like, around there. She says that she doesn't want you to not be involved in life. She wants you to not tell her who she can and can't talk to. They're two different things, all right? Have the confidence to know that you are worthwhile as a person to be a part of someone else's life, and that you are worth something to someone. Even if that person isn't you, it can be your girlfriend. And I say that person could be you now, but in the future, hopefully that person would not be you. Like, you would be worth something to yourself. So yeah, that's what I would do. 1, see a psych. 2, I would, look the devil in the eye and shake his hand. Start being more confident around that sort of stuff. Fake it till you make it, fake it till you become it. I think Amy Curry has a good TED talk about that. Look it up. And number 3, start taking some space in the relationship, dude. You're a fucking speed hump right now. If you want to be counted as a person and be counted on as a better boyfriend, start, taking up some space. Taking up some rightful space that you deserve, because you are a person who deserves to be seen, to be heard, to be spoken of, to be spoken for. Dude, take some space, all right? And a psychologist would help with that. All right, let's write this guy. Our message. I wrote this guy a fucking essay. Let me read it. All right, dude, here's my thoughts. You're a bit of a speed hump in life right now. You're getting walked over by the other men in the office. You're putting yourself into a corner with how insecure you are around your girlfriend's ex, and your fear of losing your girlfriend is what will most likely end up losing her for you. Number 1, see a psych. You need to realize you have value. Maybe mum wasn't loving enough or dad didn't teach you how to be strong and confident, but you need to take responsibility now for how your life is, because that's who's in charge now. Who's in charge? You. Working through trauma is going to solve your insecurities around your girlfriend and other people, and you won't have these panic attacks anymore. 2. Look the devil in his eyes and shake his hand. Go up to the ex-boyfriend and say, hey, name, girlfriend, his girlfriend, told me about her conversation with you the other day when she was crying and how you were helping her through it. I just wanted to come up to you and say thanks for looking out for her. Then shake his hand. Keep it civil, ask how his work is going, and then leave after the small talk. Other guys in the office are going to notice you stand up for yourself and taking the space you rightfully have as her boyfriend and ask that dude, what the fuck just happened? And he's going to be stunned. You'll get some more respect from the other boys in the office too, and this should lead on to better outcomes for you in the future with guys in the office respecting the fact that you're the man in the relationship. Number 3, start taking up more space in your girlfriend's life. She doesn't want you to not get involved in her life when shit hits the fan. That's exactly when she wants you there, to be her rock, emotional support. When you neglect this duty, the ex stepped up and she confided in him. What she doesn't want is for you to tell her who to talk to and who not to talk to, be controlling. But this is totally different to being there for her emotionally. My guy, this is tough. I'm here for you, but you need to do this for yourself, because if you don't, this relationship will break down. She very well might cheat on you with this 48-year-old dude, and the next relationship you'll have will be doomed to repeat this pattern, as Freud predicts. Too long didn't read. This relationship story happens to heaps of people. See a psych and get your personal life in order. Start talking to her ex to show you have some confidence about yourself and remove the anxiety you feel about him being there. Take up more space with your girlfriend and be her emotional rock. She might go crazy, but you stay firm and present for her. Good luck. Dude, I got fucking shivers. Alright? I don't know if it's good or not, but it came from the heart. Alright? I honestly hope this guy does something for himself. All right. It spoke a lot to me. Being jealous, overly concerned about what the fuck's going on. And this is just what you get when you come from, who I'm guessing, a single mother household where you have a non-present father, essentially, 90% of the world these days. And then some guys have it, some guys don't. And if you don't have it, you need to do what you can to get your shit in order, because at the end of the day, you're the person that's responsible for your own life. It takes some discipline. What the components of discipline, the 4 things I just spoke about before: delaying your gratification, accepting responsibility, dedication to the truth, and balance. Delaying gratification. If you say you're going to do it, do it. If you say you're not going to do it, don't do it. Wait. The rewards will come at the end. Acceptance of responsibility. If it's to be, it's up to me. All right. Dedication and truth. Is your life fucked up? If it is, be honest with yourself. Like, what's going on right now? Audit your life. Right? If your finances are shit and you can't afford things, look through your bank statement. Find out what's going on. What are you spending your money on? Oh my God, I spent fucking $65 today on, breakfast, lunch, and a snack, and then I went home and had some more food at home. I don't know, dude. Just be honest with yourself. And balance. Balance is all about, what you really need and what you want. I'm a personal trainer, so the way I would remark this is that if I'm gonna stay in the sauna for like 15, 20 minutes, and at 10 minutes I'm fucking dying, all right, I'll talk to myself like, you know what? If I stay in here another 5 minutes like I plan, I'm gonna get myself a boost juice. Jordan Peterson, the rules for life, whatever, this is what he speaks about. Like, have a conversation with yourself and just find out what you want, and then bargain with yourself. All right, stand up for yourself a little bit, and that's what balance is all about. Dude, very interesting. I wish this guy the best, and I look forward to other stories. I don't know how to sign off. That was kind of emotionally draining, really. Anyway, this is why emotions and this is why relationships are interesting for me.